All right, Jade, thank you. So let's take a legal deep dive into this case. Criminal defense attorney Josh Coles joins me now. We both read part of that indictment, so I want to bring those details again to the viewer. So this is interesting. Police say that he had a big fight. The suspect slashed the victim's tires. He was wearing a similar mask and clothes that the victim's mother said that he was wearing. There was a 9mm Glock at his place. There was a 9mm shell casing found in the victim's bedroom. I mean, is this all a big coincidence? Why is he still a person of interest and not a suspect?
Well, in any criminal investigation, there's no such thing as coincidence. It's all circumstantial evidence.
Right.
But the police are doing the right thing here. They're taking their time to build a case. And they don't have to rush things because now he's in custody on other charges unrelated to the case. And that means that they can look at his phone records. They want to ping his phone to see exactly where he was at the time of the homicide. Now, here are the things that we do know, though, that he was there because he was angry at the victim. He was jealous, and he had an unhealthy obsession with her. And he didn't want her to have freedom. Right. So he went around and slashed people's cars.
Right.
So
and her friends that he thought, would be maybe perhaps involved in this too.
Exactly. And, every crime has motive, means, and opportunity. And it seems like the police are really close to having all three of those right now.
Okay, so let's play the other side here. What would his defense be?
Well, his defense at this stage is that he didn't do it. That, yes, he does have the motive per se, but it really was somebody else. It would be a third-party defense saying that somebody else also had the motive, and it would be apparent in the text messages on the victim's cell phone, for example. But there would have to be some other evidence that somebody else was involved.
And maybe fingerprints on that 9mm Glock?
Oh, that's going to be crucial. So they did find a 9mm Glock at his mother's house. And you say 9mm because that's the shell casing they found next to the victim's head.
Right.
Because that's where she was shot, unfortunately. And if that shell casing matches to the 9mm found at his mother's house, I mean, he's toast.
Okay. All right. Josh, thank you so much. Mark?